everyone! I am here today with my 2018 makeup inventory. It is December 29th, 2017, so almost the new year, but I don't plan to buy a whole lot in the first half or even 3/4 of the new year. Most of my items are purchased towards the end of the year during the VIB sale and all the other holiday sales, so this is probably my makeup inventory at its fullest, and I slowly whittle down the products as the year goes on because I use stuff up or I try stuff and I don't like it, so I end up letting it go. The last time I did the inventory was January of 2017. I think it was January 14th, so this is pretty much a 1-year update. I hope you guys will like the footage. Let's go ahead and get started. Here are all of my lip balms. Some are tinted and some are just plain with no color. I have 19 in total. The ones along the bottom are the ones that I'm currently using or that I've opened, and the ones along the top are all brand new. I currently have 22 lip glosses and I have a plan to cycle through all of these. I'm going to use one every 3 to 6 months depending on how much I like it. As you can see, if I use up 4 a year, I still have lip glosses to last 5 or 6 years, but all of them are unopened except for this one here, which is the Smashbox one I'm currently using. I've used up quite a lot of it, as you can see, maybe just under half. I don't use it too often, but after 3 to 6 months I will be saying goodbye to it and moving on to something else. I've pared down my lipstick collection a ton. I only have 26 lipsticks remaining. This includes my last remaining Glossy Stain, which is unopened, as well as 2 unopened liquid lipsticks. This also includes my jumbo lip crayons, which is incredible because I had so many of them and now I only have 4. These are my lip liners. I have 2 left. I'm switching to a new beauty blender as of tomorrow, so I have 4 remaining. The one that I was using was part of this set, but it was starting to break down and leaving bits of sponge all over my face. Here are my face primers. I've done pretty well in this area. I only have 1 small sample remaining, and this one is almost done. I've been working on this for probably more than a year now. 2 are brand new, but they're relatively small in size. They're only 30 milliliters each, whereas this one was 60. So I expect I'll be able to get through these a lot more quickly. And I should mention that I do stock up on face products in November and December during the VIB sale and the other sales that happen over the holidays. So this is probably the most inflated my collection will be, and this is product that I'm hoping to get through within a year. Here are my correctors and concealers. I also have 4 left. These 2 are brand new and this one is almost done. This concealer I only use on blemishes. I like it because it's a mineral concealer and it helps dry them out. It's a L'Oreal product that is really old and it is discontinued, but there's a little bit left and I just really like it. Here are my foundations. I have 5 at the moment. These 2 I'm currently working on using up and I have 3 backups. These are my highlighters and illuminators. I still have a lot of them and I'm trying to get through them, but they last so long. I don't highlight all that much, so I'm gonna have to try to remember to use them more often. These here are my brow products and I have 7 items right now. 3 of them are the Anastasia Brow Wiz and 1 of them is almost done. These 2 products are brow gels. This is the Glossier Boy Brow. My brow powders are almost done. These were depotted from the Benefit Brows à Gogo set, and this is my brow powder backup. Here are the 2 bronzers I have left. This one is a shimmery one that is almost done, but it's wearing down in a really odd way. I've got some hard pan going on here. This here is the Too Faced Matte Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and there's a little bit of hard pan going on here as well. So I'll have to fix these up. I haven't really been bronzing all that much lately, but I do hope to get through these products. Here are my mascaras. This is pretty much the same as before, except I have this one, which is new. Is this one new? I can't remember. I have 2 full-size products and then I have 5 samples, and I'm currently working on this one, which is almost ready to be swapped out with something else. I switch up my mascaras every 3 to 6 months. I still have 9 eyeliners left in my collection. These 2 I do use regularly, and once this NYX eyeliner in Velvet runs out, I will purchase another one because I love that one for the waterline. These 3 are relatively new, but I do want to try them out, and then the Urban Decay ones are really old, but I'm still keeping them in my collection in case I wear them. I have 3 other brand new black eyeliners, and I'm gonna check with my sisters to see if they want them. I'm not counting them in my inventory, so hopefully they will take them off my hands. These are my makeup brushes for my face. This is a dual-ended one, but I'm only counting it as a face brush because I primarily use it for blush. I have 11 makeup brushes for the face, including this one, which I just got from Sephora. I have 1 remaining lip brush. I still do have the other ones, but I use them for Invisalign. Here are my eye brushes. I still have 22 of them, so quite a lot, but I do use the majority of them. I try to declutter where I can now, and some of these, especially the Sigma brushes, I don't reach for day to day, but I still like the Sigma brushes because they're a shorter brush compared to the rest of them, and I like to bring them with me when I travel. They're just easier to pack in my brush roll. I've let go of so many blushes, but I have a lot remaining. I have 20 in my collection, including the Posy tint. Right now I am using this blush, which I received in a swap from Pebbles, and I really love it. A lot of them have gotten quite a bit of wear, but some of them are brand new and I do want to try them out, so that's why I'm hanging on to them. Thankfully, they're all powder blushes, so they don't really go bad, and I plan to not purchase any blushes for a very long time. Here are my single eyeshadows. I think I've done a really good job paring down my collection. I have 8 single eyeshadows remaining. I found 1 eyeliner hiding out in my eyeshadow palettes, so this brings my total to 10. Here are my eyeshadow palettes with 9 or fewer shades. I have 9 of them left in my collection. I'm currently using this one here, which is the Shady Lady palette that I received in a swap with Pebbles. Last year, I think I had a bunch of untried palettes, but at this point in time, I only have 2 untried palettes, which is this one, Oz Great and Powerful, and also this one, which is the Naked Basics 2. This one here is a somewhat depotted trio from a Giorgio Armani eye and cheek palette that I had way back when. I haven't really dipped into them, so if I find I don't use them over the next few months, I'll probably just say goodbye to that. I keep this with my depotted brow powders. I have 6 eyeshadow palettes remaining with 10 or more shades. I have Naked 1, 2, and 3. I have this Inglot palette, which I made myself. This is another Urban Decay palette. This is the Smoked palette, and the Laura Mercier palette, which I absolutely love. And I should mention that some of my eye palettes do come with eye brushes. I haven't counted these as with previous years in my makeup inventory because I don't really use these brushes at all. Here are my perfume minis and perfume samples. I'm not going to take them all out, but I did count them up and I have 44. I dwindled down my collection, but I've since built it up a little bit again because I've placed a few orders and they all came with samples. Here are my solid perfume sticks. I still have quite a few in my collection because these last forever. I have 16 perfume sticks and I'm currently working on this one here. This is a mirror, so it's just this section here. Here are my hair perfumes. I have 2 left in my collection and I love them both. I have 5 fragrances remaining in my collection. Not sure if you can see this little Atelier cologne here, but it's in the scent Orange Sanguine, I think it's called. These 2 are almost done and the rest are pretty much brand new. So I've got lots of fragrance to keep me going for the next year or so. This is probably the most progress I've made. I am so happy with my nail polish collection right now. I look at all of these shades and I pretty much love them all. There are probably only 2 or 3 that I want to test again before I decide whether or not to keep them, but I am so happy with the progress. I have 36 nail polishes left. If you guys recall how many I had before, you'll know that this is a massive change. I'm done my count. Let's go ahead and take a look at the results together. All right, so let's get the numbers input into this spreadsheet. And if you've seen my other makeup inventory videos, you'll be very familiar with this. I haven't looked at my prior numbers yet, so we're going to see that all together. So let me unhide all of these columns, and then I'm going to hide these change columns. I'm going to hide my first ideal numbers because I modified those somewhat, and I'll insert the video down below where I modified my ideal makeup inventory numbers and the rationale behind these numbers, which is basically over here. I'll hide this for now as well because we don't really need to know that. As you can see, I started this in September of 2014, so that was quite some time ago, and here is my progress over, I guess it would be 3 or 4 years. You guys saw me do the count. I have 26 lipsticks now. I'm just blown away by how much progress I've made over the years. 22 lip glosses, down from 89 in September 2014. Actually, let me do the year-over-year percentage change. For lip liners, I have 2 left, so I've reached my ideal numbers in this area. Lip balms, I have 19, so I still have quite a few here, but I will get to my lip balms. Lip primers, I no longer have any, along with lip plumpers and lip palettes, so I'm at my ideal numbers for those categories as well, which is 0. Face primers, I have 4. Foundations and BB cream, 5. Correctors and concealers, 4. Powders, I actually have 0 now, and my ideal is going to be modified to 0. I don't really use pressed powders anymore, or loose powders for that matter. I just find it dries out my skin. Maybe this will change going forward, but for now, I'm happy with my number at 0. Single blushes, I still have quite a number of them. I have 20, and I'm actually surprised by that number because I thought I let go of a lot, but maybe not. I don't have any blush palettes, which I'm happy with. I have 2 bronzers, which is at my ideal. Highlighters and illuminators, I thought I changed to track all together, but it looks like I still track them separately. Maybe I will combine them with this update, 13 and 0. So I will update this later. I just want to unhide the columns, make sure I've carried over all of the information, and then I can go ahead and delete this row altogether. Setting sprays and prep sprays, I don't have any in my collection. Eye primers, I'm actually at 0. I'm surprised looking at this because I didn't realize I had set my ideal at 0. I didn't remember that. In terms of large eyeshadow palettes, I still have 6, and I also still have 9 small palettes, which is the same as last year. Eyeshadow singles, I have 8 now. Eyeliners, I'm down to 10. I have 7 mascaras, and I have 7 brow products. So brow products is a bit higher than I would like it to be, but I have stocked up for the upcoming year. Eye brushes, I have 22, so very similar to last year. I have 1 lip brush, 11 face brushes, and 4 beauty blenders. Nail polish, I had 100, and at the height of my collection, I had a whopping 363, and now I have 36. So that is quite amazing. I'm really happy with the progress. Full-size perfumes, I have 4. I'm almost down to my ideal number. I don't have any body sprays. I have 16 solid perfume sticks. Minis, I actually have more than before, maybe because of all the gift with purchases. I have 44. And then hair perfumes, I have 2. Looking at 2014, I had 1,241 products, including all of the items that I counted. I didn't count these perfume categories at that time. So if we look at this row, I started out with 1,241, moving down to 752, then to 411, and now I have 242 products left in my collection. Still a lot, and there are still some categories that I want to work on for sure, but I am well on my way to achieving my ideal makeup inventory numbers. So the areas where I still need to do quite a bit of work, of course, are in the lipstick and lip gloss categories, as well as lip balm to a certain extent. I also really need to work on my blushes, and of course my highlighters and illuminators. Eye brushes at 12. I'll have to review to see why I said 12. I probably named them off, but I didn't account for duplicate brushes for travel when brushes are dirty and the like. So maybe 12 isn't all that realistic. Nail polish I've done really, really well, but there's still a bit of work to do. And of course, my solid perfume sticks and my samples and minis need some work as well. So overall, my ideal makeup inventory would consist of around 110 items, and I'm still at 300. I still have a ways to go, but
I think I've made quite a bit of progress, and I'm really happy with how I've done over the years.
That is it for my 2018 makeup inventory. Please let me know down below if you are still decluttering makeup or trying to use things up. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and for your continued interest in my makeup inventory. I will keep you guys updated at least once a year. I do a lot of updates and touch points in my vlogs, so if you guys watch those, you kind of know what my collection looks like. But I will be back with an official video with my official counts in about a year or so's time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you very soon with another one. Until then, please take care, and bye for now!